in WordPress setting up the post and the show notes that are going to be on the website. So those tend to happen concurrently. That's skipping ahead a little bit. So beginning at the beginning, we've got show preparation. You can be a pro and come up with your show notes and your topics and your links and all of your topic, anything you want to talk about. You can do all of that in the days and weeks leading up to each episode, or you can do like we do and wing it. We really, in the beginning anyway, it was honestly, hi, welcome to Geek Dads Weekly. My name is Daniel M. Clark. I'm joined by my partner, Joe McGinnis. What's up, Joe? And that was the show. We would riff for an hour about whatever we wanted to talk about, but we completely winged it. These days we do it a little bit differently. Here are that's all the prep we did for the episode number 6 recently. That's it. It's we talked about we're going to do updates for the kids, talk about the affiliate summit video that I was in, record a promotion for one of our merchants, talk about the Super Bowl, Google Buzz, and whether or not Google is evil.
How many followers do you have?
We have right now about 500 downloads per week. So, yeah, we're getting up there.
How long have you been doing it?
I'm sorry?
How long have you been podcasting?
About a little over a year. December of 2008 was our first show, late December of 2008. We did all of 2009 as Geek Dads at Home. And then, so yeah, it's been about 14 months.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I hope I'm really making that clear to everybody. It's so much fun doing this. Where was I? So, all right. We're moving away from winging it in every episode and trying to come up with a few topics. And you'd be amazed at how much better your show is when you know what you're going to talk about. Really, because if you wing it, you tend to end up with a lot of dead air, a lot of pregnant pauses, as they say, a lot of ums and kind of, what am I, this kind of thing, yeah, so what's up with you, a lot of that. You don't want that in your show, so, because it requires editing out later. So basically, if you come up with a list of topics, that can increase the quality tremendously. Also,
yes, do you actually ask people to help you out, what topics they want to hear about?
absolutely.
Is that
Yeah, absolutely. We have, in fact, we have a page on our wiki at geekdadsweekly.com. If you go to the wiki, we have a page called Topics that anybody can log in and anybody can edit that page and suggest topics for us to cover. So yeah, so we love taking suggestions because it makes
life easier for you.
It makes life easier for us. Exactly.
What does Wiki stand for?
I have no idea what it stands for.
And what is WordPress?
WordPress. Sorry.
Doesn't Wiki stand for Wikipedia? Because Wikipedia kind
No, Wikipedia is the term wiki came about long before Wikipedia.
It's a Hawaiian word that means fast.
There you go. It's a Hawaiian word that means fast. WordPress is a blogging platform. So rather than create a website and code it by hand with all your HTML and source code, you install WordPress and it gives you a chronological order of posts, content. So you log in and today is February, whatever today is. Today I went for a walk, and you can write a post about whatever you want, and it gives you chronological archives of things that you write. It makes owning a website a lot easier. And I'm going to talk about exactly. You can put podcasts on there, and I'm going to talk about a great tool for integrating your podcast into WordPress in a few minutes too.
How do you make a living? Just out of curiosity.
I don't.
How don't you make a living?
I'm a work-at-home dad. I do affiliate marketing to make some money.
What's affiliate marketing?
That's also coming up in the show.
I understand.
It's a method by which I can promote products that other people sell in return for a commission.
Okay.
But yeah, that's one of the things we're going to talk about as far as monetizing the podcast.
Thank you.
Going back to the idea of show notes and coming up with your list of topics. If you come up with a list of topics beforehand, and then you cover all those topics on your show, it makes it very easy to make up your show notes later on.
Is this your show notes?
No, this is not, no. I'm going to show you the show notes in a few minutes. This is just our preliminary, this is what we're going to talk about beforehand.
And do you show this?
Oh, I don't show that to anybody. No. The show notes are what goes up on the website because Google and the other search engines, they thrive on text. They don't listen to audio, they don't watch video. All they know right now is text. So the more text you give them, the more people are going to find your podcast through the search engines. And coming up with this list, this tiny little list beforehand, makes it a lot easier to come up with more in-depth show notes later on. Okay. Recording. This is the part that I think, of course, is the most fun. I'm going to first talk about recording a show by yourself. And this is a program called GarageBand. It's a Mac program. And forgive me, but everything I do is on a Mac. I don't have a Windows-based PC, so it's going to be very Mac-centric. Where I am able, I will point out Windows PC alternatives to what I'm talking about. But I haven't used a PC in years, so I'm going to do my best. GarageBand is used for recording, used for editing. There's a program on the Windows side called Audacity, and it does the same thing. It's a multi-track editor. So recording a show by yourself is a lot easier than doing it with a partner in many respects. You don't have to mess with Skype and trying to connect with somebody. You don't have to worry about making sure that your volume levels are the same between two people. And there's very little heavy editing. There's very little heavy editing later on. So doing it by yourself can actually be pretty painless. Every home computer, for as long as I can remember, has had the ability to record a voice. You've got it built into the computer you own. There's no excuse on the software side not to do this. I mean, you can't say, I can't do a podcast because I don't have the software to record my voice. You do. It's built into your computer. I use GarageBand, like I said. Audacity on the Windows side, also on the Mac side. It's both. But you have, I'm trying to remember now the name of it. I think it's just voice recorder or audio recorder on Windows. This goes back to like Windows 3.1.
What's the
It's a
accessories?
volume recorder.
A volume recorder, something like that?
Yeah,
it's
it's extremely short and basic.
right.
But it will record.
But it'll record.
Right.
It'll record, exactly.
Yeah, Windows Media will do it.
Windows Media will do it.
That would be
Recording a group podcast is a little bit different. I use different software. You're throwing Skype into the mix. You can use Skype, you can use iChat, you can use AOL. Oh no. Does AIM do voice? I think they do voice. Yeah, they do voice. There are a number of chat programs that will connect you to another person.